So you've been thinking about getting a mini split. Maybe you've seen a ton of Mr. Cool ads, or maybe a ton of, American Standard, Lennox, LG, Samsung, whoever it is out there. A bunch of ads saying, oh man, you have supreme comfort, you have ultimate efficiency, you can control the destiny of your home comfort at the click of a button, only if you install this little mini split. And are they actually worth it? Is this comfort nirvana? Well, we're here to answer that question. So let's get into it. Are mini splits actually worth it? Here we go. This video is gonna fall into, we're gonna have two separate camps. We're gonna have, yes, they're worth it, and no, they're not worth it. And obviously that is just a outrageous thing to claim, that there's gonna be two camps in a video suggesting are mini splits worth it or not. And here is kind of my take as your home comfort guide for the day, for this, however long we're together for this video. I don't know if they are, because there's a myriad of variables that go into should someone invest into buying a mini split. So if you're the DIYer and you're do it Dan, you just got the wrench, you've got the tools, you've got the know-how, the brawn, the brain, you can read a manual, and you're comfortable with playing with a little bit of electricity and high pressure gases. Great, outstanding, do it Dan, I'm in your corner. Because that's about where I think, yeah, sure, it makes sense. If you want to cool off a garage, if you want to cool off a bedroom, whatever it is, if you want to do the install yourself and save a bunch of money, get after it, man. You are more than capable of doing that. And here's where the rubber meets the road, is when it comes to those pieces of equipment though, you have to know that they are made almost as disposable pieces of equipment. So if something fails, it is going to be cheaper for you almost every time to rip that thing off the wall, get a new one, slap it on, and away you go. And let's think about this from a capitalistic standpoint. Planned obsolescence is kind of in play there. If it's designed as a disposable piece of equipment, well, we can move more boxes as a manufacturer. And when I say we, I am speaking in the royal we. We do not manufacture mini splits. Obviously, we are just an HVAC and plumbing company who services all this stuff. So if you're trying to control the comfort of a singular room that maybe ducts can't reach, maybe central air wasn't a piece of the house, and you just need to control the temperature of a singular room, I would also say, yep, sounds great. We need to put a mini split in here because there's no other way for us to do it. So mini splits do have their application because they have the singular focus of a room. They have the ability to be installed just about anywhere, and they have crazy high efficiency metrics. So a mini split is really worth it for your money if you are wanting to control just a singular room, or if there's no way for us to get ducts installed into that room. Or, like I said, if you're a do-it-Dan and you're gonna do it yourself and you're not really concerned about having a professional install and all of that done for you, I would say get after it. Mini splits are worth it. We've installed plenty of mini splits. But the thing you have to walk into it knowing is the reason why I don't know if they're worth it, which is, one, the cost to repair versus replace gets really close really quickly because they're made almost as disposable pieces of equipment. They're very limited in their repair modularity. It's a $10 word. Cha-ching. Repair modularity, because it's all boards, it's all microprocessors. And the reason that is one, we can make it really small. But then also that lends into is efficiency. It is crazy efficient. They can achieve some ridiculous efficiency metrics because they don't have to deal with static pressure, i.e. your ductwork. And so whenever I say, I don't know if a mini split is worth it, is because the cost of a mini split is comparable to a split system. It takes about the same amount of labor as it does to install a mini split as it would replace an existing piece of equipment. And so a lot of the calls that we get is, hey, I think I might want to go with a mini split. And you have central ductwork and you have the workings and kind of the the network and the infrastructure in your house to support a central AC system. At that point, the ability to replace, repair, and the lifespan of a central unit, meaning we have an air handler or a furnace, and an outside unit, meaning a condenser or a heat pump, the ability to have that in place and a central and having your central air go through a ductwork system is much more valuable to you as the homeowner than having to go and say, well, we want a mini split in this room and a mini split in this room, because by the time we go in and install 3-4 mini splits, whatever it is, well, we're going to be well above the cost of replacing your central HVAC unit. So the question of, is a mini split worth it, is a very nuanced answer. One, I don't know of many technicians who like working on it. Two, I don't know of many homeowners who have had a successful DIY install last more than a couple of years. I know that down in the comments, somebody's going to tell me they have, and if so, outstanding. Two, I'd love to see pictures because I assume that you probably have a professional grade installation on your DIY mini split, because that's about what it takes on DIY mini splits. Three, lifespan of these units. So whenever we look at the lifespan of a central AC unit, so condenser, gas furnace, air handler, all that, we look at the lifespan as 15 plus years is about where we want to see those live. So 15 plus years, and once we get to that point, we know, hey, we've had a great life out of this thing. We're living on a little bit of borrowed time, but it's nothing to see a system last 20 years. But you're going to start seeing major components fail around that 15-year mark, and it's time to start considering replacing. On a mini split, that number is somewhere down near 10, maybe 12, if it's installed properly. But if you go to Reddit, if you go to the Energy Star and start reading repair forums on these things, a lot of these are failing at the 3 to 5 year mark. Because as we've talked about before, Energy Star suggests 80% of an air conditioner's life is contingent on the day that it's installed. And so with a mini split, if it's DIY'd the day that it's installed, being done by you, I have all the faith in the world that you can do it. But it matters a lot on how clear the refrigerant lines are. Did we pull a vacuum? Are those full, or not full, but free of any dust, debris, non-condensables? Because if they have any non-condensables in the line set from an install like that, because it's a split line set, well, then we have a problem, because that is going to shred the inside of our compressor. It's going to shorten the life of our compressor and really and truly make it to where this piece of equipment fails way before it probably should have. Also, I think that you have to consider the cost to benefit analysis, which is, do I need this one room cooled more than I need maybe my whole house cooled? If we're able to get ductwork to a place, it is always more worth it to have a split system installed in the home or a ducted package unit installed into the home versus a singular room control. Because that singular room control, we're going to spend $7,000, $8,000 to put this in, and we're only controlling the temperature of this one space. Versus on a split system, if we're installing a split system over here, well, now we're going to spend $10,000 to $12,500, but we're controlling the temperature of the entire house. So I know I gave a really nuanced answer there, which is, are mini splits worth it? And the answer is, meh, kind of, maybe. It depends on what you want to achieve, because at the end of the day, your comfort is our goal. So that's what we want to do, is we want to make sure that you're comfortable in your own home, achieving it the way that you want to achieve it. So if bedroom A needs to be 68 degrees and bedroom B needs to be 74 degrees and bedroom C, well, we want to make sure that that thing is a nice and terrarium-like 78 degrees. Well, then a mini split in those 3 different rooms might be worth it. However, the cost to install is going to be rather large. So you make the best decision that you can. And if you're curious what it costs to get a mini split installed in your house, guess what? We install them. We would love to be your home comfort team if you're in the OKC area. You can scan this QR code or click the link down in the description. Go to estimate.yarbroughtsons.com, fill out your information. It takes about less than 4 or 5 minutes, and you can get a upfront cost on what it would cost to replace or install a mini split into whatever room in your house that you desire. And also, we make a lot of content. And so if you're on the fence about buying a mini split, you've made the decision that you are gonna get one and you just need to know which one to pick, we have a video about that. We have our mini split manufacturers ranked video that just came out. I assume that the link will be down in the comments. Click that, go give it a watch, and you can find out our definitive guide at Yarbrough & Sons on who we trust as a manufacturer and why. Pretty enlightening stuff there. But guys, as always, do something nice for somebody. Give us a like, give us a subscribe. Have a wonderful day. Yarbrough